Have you ever found yourself in that frustrating situation where you're constantly wondering, does he like me, or am I just imagining things? Maybe he says one thing but acts another way, leaving you totally confused. Trust me, we've all been there, overthinking every tiny detail, analyzing his every word, text, or action. But here's the thing. Words can sometimes be misleading, and actions can feel ambiguous. However, there's one area that doesn't lie: his body language. That's right. Body language can reveal so much about what someone's truly feeling, even when they're trying to hide it. Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 non-verbal signs that he might secretly be into you. These little cues could be his way of saying, "Hey, I like you," without actually putting it into words. So grab a snack, get cozy, and let's decode these signals together. 1. He makes eye contact and holds it. Let's start with one of the biggest giveaways: eye contact. Have you ever caught him glancing your way, and when your eyes meet, he doesn't immediately look away? That lingering gaze can be a huge clue. For example, if you're in a group setting and you notice that his eyes keep finding their way back to you, even when you're not speaking, it's a strong sign he's drawn to you. Our eyes naturally gravitate toward things or people we're interested in. But here's the kicker. Prolonged eye contact doesn't just show interest, it can also create a deeper connection. So the next time you catch him looking at you, pay attention to how often it happens and how long it lasts. 2. He mirrors your movements. Have you ever crossed your legs, only to notice that he does the same shortly after? Or maybe you take a sip of your drink, and then he does too. This is called mirroring, and it's a subconscious way we bond with people we like. When someone mirrors your gestures or posture, it's their way of saying, "Hey, we're in sync." It's almost like their body is naturally aligning with yours because they feel a connection. Next time you're together, try this. Casually adjust your position or pick up your phone and see if he follows suit. 3. He leans in when talking to you. Picture this. You're in a conversation, and instead of staying at a comfortable distance, he leans in closer, even in a quiet setting where there's no need to. Why? Because he wants to be near you. When someone leans toward you, it's a sign they're fully engaged and interested in what you're saying. This body language is his way of showing he's drawn to you, whether it's your words, your presence, or just you in general. 4. He finds little excuses to touch you. Have you noticed those accidental touches, like brushing your arm when he laughs or giving you a playful high five for no reason? These small, seemingly casual gestures can actually be pretty meaningful. Physical touch is one of the most powerful ways to build a connection, and if he's finding ways to initiate contact, however subtle, it's likely because he's attracted to you. Keep an eye out for those moments. They're often more intentional than they seem. 5. He gets nervous around you. Does he fidget with his watch, run his hands through his hair a lot, or adjust his clothes when you're nearby? These nervous habits might just mean you make him a little anxious, in a good way. When someone likes you, they naturally want to impress you, and that pressure can cause a bit of nervous energy. It's actually kind of adorable when you think about it. So, if he's acting a bit jittery, don't mistake it for disinterest. It could be the opposite. 6. He smiles a lot when he's with you. A genuine smile is one of the hardest things to fake. If his face lights up when you walk into the room, or he's constantly grinning when you're around, that's a telltale sign he enjoys your company. Even on his worst days, if you can bring out that smile, it's pretty clear that you have a special effect on him. Who wouldn't want to be the reason behind someone's happiness? 7. He makes an effort to be where you are. Have you ever noticed that he seems to randomly show up at places you frequent? Maybe he suddenly has an interest in that book club you joined, or starts hanging out at your favorite coffee shop. Coincidence? Maybe not. If he's going out of his way to be around you, even under the guise of just happening to be there, it's likely because he wants to spend more time with you. 8. He fixes his appearance when he sees you. This one's a classic. If you catch him straightening his shirt, adjusting his hair, or even checking his reflection when you come into view, it's a clear sign he's trying to look his best for you. It's like when we quickly check ourselves in the mirror before seeing someone we like. These little grooming behaviors show that he cares about the impression he's making. 9. His feet point toward you. This might sound strange, but body language experts say that we subconsciously point our feet toward the person we're most interested in. It's like our body is directing its focus, even when our minds are distracted. So, the next time you're in a group, take a sneaky glance at his feet. If they're pointing your way, even when he's talking to someone else, it's a strong sign that his attention is on you. 10. He acts protective around you. Last, but definitely not least, does he show protective behavior? For example, walking on the side closest to traffic, putting his hand on your back to guide you through a crowd, or offering to carry something heavy for you. These little gestures might seem small, but they're his way of showing he cares about your safety and well-being. It's sweet, right? Conclusion. So, there you have it. 10 subtle body language signs that he might secretly like you. These signs may seem small or easy to miss, but when you know what to look for, they can reveal so much about how he truly feels. Remember, seeing just 1 or 2 of these signs doesn't automatically mean he's madly in love or planning your future together. Everyone expresses themselves differently, and sometimes these signals could simply mean he's comfortable around you or enjoys your company. Thank you so much for spending time with me today and diving into the fascinating world of body language. If you found this video helpful, or if you've got stories about decoding someone's signals, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below.